Hey everyone, you're here with Mark on Perfect Gardens TV. So I got a great question from a customer of mine. He purchased a siphon system. I haven't sold a lot of these guys, but in my personal belief system, because of how drops and bounds work, and if you're using soil and dry amendments, this becomes an incredibly amazing system that allows you to separate your bacteria from your water and your minerals. And as you use the water, it siphons out what it needs, in my viewpoint opinion, further simplifies the process. And if you're using dry amendments, that's all you need to do. So a customer of mine purchased it, trying it out, and he was wondering about how he knew when the drops of bounce is depleted, or whether you're using drops of bounce or BAM or dry fertilizer, anything, whatever you're using in these siphon systems, they're amazing. How do you know when they get depleted? And that's what this video is all about. So let's go and get into it. So I'm going to give you a very open perspective to this, because obviously the siphon system is something that simplifies your life. In addition with that, over the last now 15 years using the minerals, the drops balance, what I've learned and recognized and realized is that the most important thing is that the minerals are in the system. And what I mean by in the system, they could be treating the water, they could be in your rhizosphere, in your actual root system, right? And so the minerals are still doing the detoxing of the water. So answering your question, in the system, you want to be pulling at a 1 ml ratio. And in the videos, I remember doing the math. I also recommend you double check, even use ChatGPT, but I think the videos where I explained it, there's specific O-rings that you want to use, and you put them in there, and you're going to want to slow down the drops balance to the smallest possible usage. And then once you mix that ratio, like, so for the drops of balance, I believe you have to take the drops of balance and then mix it with another X amount of water, if I remember straight, and then you put it in the system. And because that system is 3/4 gallon, that system, if I remember straight, the way I set it up, it should be good for 500 to 1,000 gallons. And the way the system is designed, it's going to siphon out the proper amount of ratio every time. So how do you know? Well, you're going to have to measure how many times the tank fills up every time throughout the day, the month, the year, and realize okay, it fills up once a day. After I use 5 gallons, this siphon's going to be good for X amount of gallons. Okay, this means I should probably re-top off the siphon system 3 months later, or 4 months later, whatever that looks like. Let me know if this audio was helpful. I know I didn't completely give you a definitive, but I'm giving you the key notes to how to fine tune that siphon system, because obviously it's not the fancy systems that we're paying thousands of dollars for, right? We're paying a siphon system that's super inexpensive, but incredibly reliable, but it's not gonna, it's like a hobo, right? It's not gonna give us the exact, you're gonna be out on this day, but this is digitally and has electronics and all this other stuff. It's simple.